Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, y'all, we got the Canelo versus Terence Crawford fight coming up. That's the talk of the town. It's a big fight. It's a huge fight, you know. And we all know, everybody's talking about it. We all know both of these guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. When it comes to Canelo, he's been the face of boxing as well, as terms, of making the most money and always being a perennial top 5 pound for pound guy. Terence Crawford was the guy where Bob Arum couldn't sell him. He can't sell, and it doesn't have that much charisma. But in the boxing world, has been arguably number 1 pound for pound for close to a decade, right? Number 1, right up in there the whole time. So in the boxing realm, this guy has been all that in a bag of chips, but you can say that he doesn't sell. But I always say to that, you don't see too many brothers who can sell. Boxing is BTBG. Brothers that are winning and not getting their face bashed in are not the ones that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? You got a guy like Shakur Stevenson who stands right in the pocket, but he doesn't get hit. So when you stand in the pocket and don't get hit, they'll still call you a runner, right? It's because people are coming to see you get hit. And when that doesn't happen, there's just disappointment. Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. Damn it, Floyd didn't get hit. Then it's boring, right? So that's what's really going on. So when it comes to Terence Crawford, I'm beating everybody, and there's distance in between these things. Even though I went up in weight, fought all these welterweights, there's, and I beat them all and knocking them out, and they're obviously bigger than me. Even Fox News of Boxing, Boxing News 24, they said that Terence Crawford has a dull fighting style. What kind of boxing fan, a fan of these people, going to watch fighting, would say something that outlandish in daylight? Like, Terence Crawford has a dull boxing style. If that's dull to you, there's no way you have anything interest in the sport at all. What's dull about a dude knocking bigger dudes out? Systematically breaking them down and knocking them out. Not running at all. In the pocket, there's a little movement here and there, but movement you like. If Lomachenko or Madrimov or Tyson Fury is moving, then all of a sudden it's cool. Listen, Terence Crawford is about to fight Canelo Alvarez. It's been said, I'm saying 65% to 75% of the people think that Terence Crawford is going to beat this bigger guy in Canelo Alvarez. I'm talking about the who's who of boxing. Can't get no more who's whoer than a Roy Jones Jr., a Bernard Hopkins, an Andre Ward, a James Toney. They have this little guy coming up and beating Canelo Alvarez. And I'm not even saying everybody. It's even going into the casual fan, like a Shaquille O'Neal has even said. He thinks Crawford's going to knock out Canelo Alvarez. Now, that's a casual fan statement. We don't think Canelo is going to get knocked out. He could possibly get stopped because he's not returning fire. I can see that scenario, but I don't see Canelo laying out on the canvas. I don't see that, and I'm a Terence Crawford fan, right? But I'm realistic. Canelo Alvarez has a great defense and a great chin. He's proven that too long for anybody to beg to differ, right? That's just, that's what being an idiot to say that. Because if Canelo doesn't have a good chin, then who the hell does? That's my point about that. So Canelo has a good chin and a good defense too. You want to see some good defense? Watch Canelo against Daniel Jacobs. Watch Canelo against Gennady Golovkin 1. When them fighters was at him, you seen that head movement. Canelo can get down on you, bro. What's up? Bam, bam. Yeah, Canelo be throwing down. Don't get it twisted now. But anyway, speaking of the guy, he has to knock out Terence Crawford. Canelo has to knock out Terence Crawford if he wants to be considered great. He can't barely beat no Terence Crawford. He can't get one of them gift decisions that he gets with Terence Crawford. The judges, you're going to be under high scrutiny for giving him rounds and stuff like that, because now the world understands how good Terence Crawford is. That's why I said Terence Crawford has won already. The world has told you how good Terence Crawford is. So he's not going to be winning rounds, but you're going to be giving him Canelo, right? It's not going to happen. There's going to be a little outrage this time for the brother, which never happens. But this is a high-profile fight. So the judges are going to have to act accordingly. If Canelo Alvarez wants to be considered great as he is, he has to put distance between him and Terence Crawford. He's up 3 weight divisions higher. He's been considered great. Terence Crawford hasn't fought at that weight before. He's at a disadvantage. And everybody thinks Terence Crawford is greater fighter and greater than Canelo. Canelo has to come in here and say, you know something? No, you ain't. I'm way bigger than you, and you get knocked the hell out. Now, knocking him out would do Canelo good. Because here's the thing. Don't ever forget. This fight is happening because Canelo won't fight David Benavidez in his weight class. He won't fight David Benavidez, right? In his weight class. Now, David Benavidez is up at 175 now. Here's the thing. Who does Canelo want to fight, he said, to prove he's better than him? Dimitri Bivol at 175. Because Canelo don't want to fight Dimitri Bivol at 168. Well, Bivol said, I beat you at 175 by a long shot. I want to come down to your weight and beat you there so you don't have an excuse. Canelo doesn't want that fight at 168 because he won't have an excuse. He wants to fight him at 175. But David Benavidez is too big. It's all over the place with the Canelo. At the end of the day, Canelo better knock out Terence Crawford, or Terence Crawford is even greater than he is already. Because if Terence Crawford doesn't get knocked out by Canelo, he's going to probably beat the hell out of him. And then we know where that goes. So I'm pretty sure you agree with me. Probably won't want to admit it, but you do. Canelo better knock out Terence Crawford, or that GOAT status argument is a little bit better. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.